Number 5 is that your character is a greater contributor of value than your bank account or your net worth. We were in church this past weekend, and a Bible verse that always stands out to me that our pastor said on stage that really just hit home a little extra this past weekend. He said, when you get to heaven and God welcomes you into his kingdom, he says, well done, good and faithful servant. Now, God doesn't welcome you into his kingdom because he opens up your bank account and says, you have enough to get in. We'll take the rest. Thanks, bud. Get on back. No, that is not a contributor of value. Now, it can be depending on how you use that money and who you help and how generous you are with what you build in a lifetime. I'd say it's more important how you make your money than what you make. But your character is a greater contributing value. You know, there's a lot of people who, again, going back to earlier in this podcast, will say one thing, but then the actions don't reflect the things that they say. If you ask someone how to describe their character, it's a very interesting interview question or just conversation with people in general. Like, how would you describe your character? And the things that people list, then interesting to see how their actions reflect those character traits that they say they value, and then how they live those out in their life. I'm very intentional with being self-aware with the character values that I believe that I have or I want to achieve, and then making sure that my actions reflect that, or I'm trying to get better at ensuring my actions reflect the character traits that I have or want to have, and make improvements. Loyalty is one of those things. I know a lot of people who will say they are loyal, or also a lot of people who say they value integrity, but then the actions don't necessarily reflect the character traits that they say they are trying to embody. Your character, my character, is a greater contributor of value than your bank account, your net worth.